Alcazar watches, luxury you can wear.
Dr. Iqbal Durrani, from silver screen to sacred script, Bollywood celebrates glamour, but few leave its allure for a higher calling. Dr. Iqbal Durrani, acclaimed director of Phool Aur Kaante, did just that, dedicating 6 years to translating the Samaveda into Hindi and Urdu. More than an academic pursuit, it was a mission to foster unity among faiths. My goal, he said, was to share the Samaveda's universal message of love and harmony. Its melodies transcend religion and speak to the soul. Call of the Samaveda. Known as the Veda of Melodies and Chants, the Samaveda centers on music and ritual chanting, demanding both linguistic skill and spiritual depth to translate. By presenting it in Hindi, India's most spoken language, and Urdu, often associated with Islamic culture, Durrani sought to bridge cultural and religious divides. His effort mirrors Mughal Prince Dara Shikoh's mission to translate Vedic texts into Persian to foster unity. "I feel I have fulfilled the dream Dara Shikoh was denied," Durrani said, calling it a milestone realized in the era of Vishwaguru Narendra Modi. A journey of dedication. 6 years of intense study tested his patience and resolve. "There were moments I questioned if I could continue," he admitted, but an inner calling made it feel like a sacred duty. His perseverance earned recognition from the India Book of Records as the first person to translate the Samaveda into both Hindi and Urdu in a single volume, a historic achievement. Translating beyond words. For Durrani, translation is not only linguistic, but interpretive. He ensured that the Samaveda's poetic rhythm and spiritual depth remained intact. "The Samaveda teaches harmony and interconnectedness," he said. "My aim was to make its wisdom relevant to today's world." His work transforms an ancient scripture into a modern message of empathy, coexistence, and peace. A launch that spoke volumes. The book's launch at Delhi's Red Fort, a symbol of India's pluralism, was both historic and symbolic. It brought together RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat, Muslim clerics, and Bollywood personalities, united by a message of harmony. Media outlets, including Z News, hailed the event as a milestone in interfaith dialogue. "This gathering proved what I've always believed," Durrani said. "Beneath differences, people seek connection." The Samaveda can be that bridge from cinema to spiritual storytelling. Before his spiritual journey, Durrani enjoyed a successful career as a director, producer, and actor. His cinematic storytelling, he says, deepened his understanding of human emotion. "My films taught me how to touch hearts," he reflected. "This is the most important story I've ever told, one that speaks to the soul." He now carries that vision forward through Jaan, his upcoming film with Mukesh Khanna, depicting the bond between an elderly Muslim man and a sacred cow, a symbol of interfaith harmony, expanding the legacy. Durrani's literary pursuits extend beyond the Samaveda. His book, Gandhi Se Pele Gandhi, celebrating tribal freedom fighter Birsa Munda, was launched by President Draupadi Murmu. The work restores Munda's place in India's freedom history, reflecting Durrani's enduring commitment to justice and equality. Reflections on the 4 pillars of Bharat. Durrani also writes extensively about the 4 pillars of Bharat: the administration, political system, judiciary, and journalism. Administration. Once India's iron frame, it must revive its spirit of seva and integrity. Politics should embody unity and sacrifice, not opportunism. Judiciary must remain swift, incorruptible, and compassionate, like the banyan tree rooted in justice. Journalism should be fearless and truthful. "It's not what is shown, but what needs to be shown," he asserts. These ideas reflect his belief that Dharma, righteousness, must hold the nation together. A melody for modern times. Dr. Iqbal Durrani's journey from filmmaker to philosopher beautifully unites art and spirituality. His Samaveda translation revives ancient wisdom for modern times, reaffirming India's strength in inclusivity. Through vision and perseverance, he proves that true legacy lies not in fame, but in hearts touched and bridges built. The Samaveda's timeless melodies now echo as a song of peace, reminding us that the greatest stories are those that unite humanity.